Well, welcome to Project 6 Preview. And we're going to talk about JavaScript in this project. You'll learn quite a bit about it. And it does have a number of advantages to web developers. And that's going to be explained in your book on page 278. It's really not as confusing to learn as it appears to be. And one thing I want to make mention is many browsers and computers will disable that by default. So always bear that in mind if you're doing a site for someone. But it's still a programming language that has its own language, syntax, vocabulary, logic, and of course, rules. So there are several built-in tools for adding JavaScript right into Dreamweaver, which really makes it very easy for you to do without actually having to write any code at all. So in this project, you're going to use the tools of the various page content for user inactivity, presenting multiple characters of information in a single HTML page that's just going to load one time in a browser window. So another advantage, it enables complex interactive interface objects such as multi-level navigation menus, tab panel sets, and many other features that are very, very difficult if you had to program them yourselves. And you can do CSS menu systems as well, which is what we're actually going to do, but you can do this through JavaScript as well. So they are free, the JavaScript tools, many of them, but they're built right into Dreamweaver. So why not take advantage of them? So what Dreamweaver does, it takes advantage of existing code library concepts, but it takes them one step farther. And it just offers easy access to common interface objects that can be accessed directly through the insert panel. So you're going to actually create a JavaScript accordion-based panel, and you're going to present several categories of information in a very compact space. There's also tabs that you can use, which are really neat for showing different aspects of different pages. So remember the jQuery, which is very, very common and is necessary for all of the JavaScript to work. It's a library that aims just to make it easier to add JavaScript to a web page. And as I said, it's necessary to use jQuery because that's what the background is for JavaScript, that all the new advanced features are going to require that in there. And again, jQuery is very complicated, but you don't have to know it. That's the good news. It's going to be built into the jQuery UI elements, so you don't have to worry one bit about it. And again, we're going to be using jQuery and formatted CSS selectors, which you can find in related file bars and JavaScript or JS files for the jQuery object, because these files are now going to be part of your active HTML file. So how do you save it? It's very simple. It actually asks you to copy dependent files. All you have to do is answer that question yes, and you will do it. You will have a winner. So have a wonderful day. Please contact me should you have any questions at all.